Hello and welcome to my review of the GYC300 gyro. This is a really cheap and very simple gyro that's meant to be mounted on RC cars. As the name suggests, it uses a gyro to measure the angular acceleration of the car, and then it tries to use the steering to counteract that torque. This will in theory make the car go completely straight. Installing the gyro is really simple, and it only requires you to plug in two cables. You simply plug one end into the receiver and the other end into the servo. When you turn on the car, you need to give the gyro around 10 seconds to initialize. When that's done, you can try and pick up the gyro and see how the front wheels behave. People have different theories of where to mount the gyro, but since the car will rotate around its center of gravity, I would argue that that's the best place to mount the gyro. It can be pretty tricky to get the gyro mounted in the correct orientation on your car, and therefore I'll be designing and 3D printing a part to help me. Once again, I use Repetier hosts to do the slicing. I print at 0.2mm layer height, and I use pretty low infill, and this is to make the sides a bit flexible so they will clamp onto the gyro. This is the mount straight off the printer, and as you can see, it turned out pretty decent. I printed two because my friend has a similar car and he also wants to mount a gyro. And as you can see, the gyro fit in the mount really nicely. With the gyro mounted at the center of gravity, the car is ready to drive. We also tried putting a gyro on the Traxxas XR1 because it really has a hard time going straight. I'll now do a bit of testing with the car to see if the gyro actually works. I'm using some foam tires because I don't want to make marks all over the floor, but the low traction limits how much the gyro can actually control the car. You can see when the car slides out that it actually counter steers, which means the gyro is working. The next few clips are some slow-mo recordings of the car where I do full throttle burnouts. I put one tire on the carpet and the rest of the tires on the floor, and then the difference in traction should make the car turn to one side, and we'll see how the gyro will counter steer. As you can see, the gyro works and it reacts to the movements of the car really quickly. It's much faster than what any human could ever do. I'm sure that if the car had enough traction, the gyro would be able to keep the car going straight. If you've been looking for a gyro for your car, I'd highly recommend this one. It's really easy to use and it works. Thank you very much for watching.